Okay, so another question I got from my advice column says, what do you consider to be a healthy relationship and what do you consider to be a suffering relationship? So, I wrote down a few things that I could talk about for each one, and I guess I'll start out with healthy relationships. Um, a few things that are considered to be a healthy relationship would be you can be yourself around the person. Um, things come naturally, like it's easy to talk to them, it's easy to be around them. Um, and then nothing really matters whenever the other person's around. Like, you don't worry about what's going on around you, you just worry about being with them. And then another thing of a healthy relationship that is big in relationships would be trust, because if you don't have trust, you don't really have anything, because you have to trust one another to be able to have a good founding relationship. A few things for a suffering relationship would be you don't talk that much, like you avoid each other, you ignore each other, like it's not on purpose, it just comes naturally because you get nervous or something, but normally that should only happen the first few times. Like if that happens every time you see each other, you have a problem. Um, Another thing would be it's always awkward. Like I can see how it would be awkward in the beginning, but like if it's constantly awkward, like you're just standing there awkwardly, nothing to talk about or anything, like then that's a problem. Um, if you and the person you're in a relationship with fight constantly, like it's not one of those petty fights like, no, you're cuter, no, you're cuter. It's one of those full on fights. Like y'all just argue constantly. Like you don't even talk about normal things or talk about the relationship or how much you like each other or how much you care about one another. You just always fight about either the biggest things or the stupidest things. You just fight all the time. And then another thing for suffering would be lacks trust. So it's just like the opposite of the healthy relationship. If the relationship lacks trust, then there's nothing there. Like I said before, like a relationship is founded on trust. Trust is key. You hear a lot of people say trust is key to a relationship. Trust is key. Trust is key. So like whenever you are in a relationship and there's trust issues and that's what causes y'all to break up and you tell someone that, they're like, ah, oh, the very fond trust issue. It happens a lot. You just need to grow trust. Like, if you have trust problems, that's not a problem with the other person, it's a problem with yourself because you need to let yourself trust other people instead of just relying on yourself for everything. Um, I guess that's all I really have to say about this question. So, thanks for asking questions and thanks for asking for my advice on things. Just keep asking and I'll answer them as soon as I can. Thanks.